Hey, Rafael, how you doing today?
Hey, how's it going, Tom?
I'm doing well, man. How's your evening going?
It's going pretty good. It's been an eventful day for me here in South Korea.
Oh, ooh, that sounds like some really great tasting alcohol.
No, 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 not today.
Awesome. My time in Korea, I enjoyed buying some really cool stuff and drinking some really great alcohol when I was over there.
I bet they do have some pretty good alcohol here.
Granted, I was younger in my days, but oh my God, let's not here talking about me. Let's start the intro here. So currently I'm having a 30 vets in 30 days, and this is my 15th episode now, halfway there. And I'm talking with Rafael. He's transitioning from the Army. My goal is to put a person behind a picture of a transitioning service member on LinkedIn. So a little info about myself. Retired from the Navy in November of 19 as a chief in the Navy, and it was out of Augusta, Georgia. I was hired on by Lockheed Martin, and I moved to Denver in January 20 to start work. And all these views are of myself and not associated with the company I work for. On that note, who's Rafael?
Yeah, so first off, good morning, Tom. My name is Rafael Rivera. I'm a 22-year veteran from the U.S. Army,
Ooh,
um, originally from Orlando, and by trade, my job is to basically give what are you gonna say? Microwave systems, which is basically line of sight radios,
oh wow.
telecommunications. You were telling me a little bit about yourself that you did the same thing, working in tech control facilities and stuff like that. But yeah, and from there we kind of transitioned to IT, to an IT specialist and system administrator, and now looking to break into cybersecurity.
Hey, that sounds awesome. Cybersecurity is a huge field, a lot of really great info out there, and a lot of really awesome training you can get and need to do kind of thing. So, but that's awesome. So you've been in now 22 years. Wow, man. When I hit my 20 years, I was ready to get out. Yep. So more power to you. Same passion 20-year mark. So with that in mind, when are you available for work?
So I'm looking to transition, and I should be ready to hit the job market by about looking to get into a job by August of this year.
Oh, that's pretty soon, like in 2, 3 months.
Yeah, 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 pretty much.
Okay, okay. Awesome. I'm looking forward to what job you get yourself into. And please let me know when you get that job, okay?
Yeah, we'll do, Tom.
We can
Most
always
definitely.
do a follow-up video and throw you on the vets recently got hired video or something like that. I don't know.
Hey, sounds like a plan. Let's make it happen.
There we go. So over your last 20 plus years, did you get yourself any education, or do you already come in the army with your master's degree going on and everything, or certifications or anything?
Yeah, so I've been working at getting my degree. I'm currently enrolled in American Military University
Okay.
in a Bachelor's of Science degree in cybersecurity.
Nice.
I do have my associates, and I also have a current CompTIA Security Plus certification. So
Nice. Nice.
looking to add either CASP or CISSP to that next.
Nice. Those are awesome certs, and I don't have those yet, but I'll like get those things too someday.
That's the goal. That's the goal. We'll see.
Awesome. Awesome. Maybe we can keep on going back and forth, and we can just keep on motivating each other to get there to the end goal. Both at the end goal
Hey,
together.
absolutely.
Awesome. That sounds great. I can use all the motivation I can get because sometimes I get sidetracked pretty easily. So
Yeah, we all do. We're human.
this is true. This is true. So you did all this computer, electronic, IT stuff in the army for 20 plus years. Do you want to keep doing that? Or I mean, you said cybersecurity, but you know what area within cybersecurity you want to try to get yourself into, or what type of job titles you want to try to get yourself into?
Yeah, I'd like to get into an ISSO role, you know,
Okay.
and maybe later on, if I can, once I develop some, pen testing skills, maybe get on the cyber defense side and see how that goes.
Oh, that sounds great. I like that. I'm a
Yeah,
little
something
biased.
challenging.
I'm also an ISO, so I'm like, oh, you speak, you sparked a little interest. That's awesome with me. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
awesome.
cool. So you're stationed in Korea right now, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm in Daegu, South Korea.
What military base is that?
So I'm in
Or is
Camp
that
Carroll.
Camp
Yeah,
Carroll?
Camp Carroll. It's about 30 minutes north of Daegu.
Okay. Okay. I don't know any of that area. I know we talked a little before, but I was on a ship. We went over there. We visited a few ports. Like
Probably
Busan,
Busan. Yep.
Busan, Pusan, Pyeongtaek, Chinhae, and maybe some other place. They all had this common street. It's called Texas Street. I don't know what about the word Texas, but it was called Don't Go There. And I think that's where everybody went. So that's about what I remember because
It's kind of
I drank a lot of alcohol when I was there. So something that I just don't remember.
yeah. Yeah, Texas Street is actually right around the main Busan train station. So it's kind of hard not to see it because as soon as you get out of the station, there's a big old sign that says Texas Street.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah, I
so
was
you can't
getting
miss it.
that's probably about 15 years ago when I went to that area. So I don't remember much. So let's just take this one here. So you're in Korea right now. We're trying to go after Korea, or you're trying to stay in Korea, or where would you like to live next with you and your family?
Well, yeah, me and my family have been overseas for the past 9 years. So although
Wow.
we would love to stay here, my family's looking forward to going back to the States and get being around family and experiencing some time with them. So, we're gonna look to relocate to the San Antonio area.
Okay.
Uh, and also looking at the Tampa area as well. But it's got to be in the South. So I need some nice warm weather.
Is that dry weather or humidity weather?
Honestly, it don't even matter as long as it's summer most of the year round. I'm okay with that.
There we go. I like that. I like that. So question for you. Always I got a lot of questions, right? But how'd you get to know me? Or how did we connect?
So I think well, these let me start off by saying this last month has been a blur. There's been so many events out there for transitioning service members and just veterans in general. But I want to say it was at the LinkedIn Mill City event,
Okay. Okay.
um, and then I think we also were in the same in the Key event also. So
Nice.
the team Domingo, you know, they had put on some successful events, and I think we connected there. And you reached out to me recently, and it's been a wrap since then.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed those events a lot. I think it's awesome to try to see if you can help one person. If I can help one person
Yeah,
out of those events, yeah, I feel pretty satisfied in life.
yeah, those are some great events because you got nothing but prior service, veterans, and just the whole military community in general, just coming together to help each other out. And it's inspiring. It makes you want to give back.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
But I think the thing I enjoy more a lot about it is with everyone there being military, how military is associated with themselves or something with the word military, you don't have to explain yourself too much. A lot of people just understand.
yeah, absolutely.
You
That's a good
say,
point.
"Hey, I'm retiring from the army. I'm in Korea right now. I'm moving back to the U.S." I think everybody understands a international move like that. There's a lot of things that take place. There's a lot of paperwork involved. There's a lot of everything involved. There's a lot of stress on family involved. I know myself. I lived in Japan for 11 and a half years. I did 4 tours over there.
Yeah.
Fortunately, both those tours are back-to-back tours. But I still came back to the US. And every single time, you got to deal with moving companies or the boxes at the house or setting up cable TV, setting up cable, water, electricity, all those initial startups. And sometimes not all the companies do everything exactly the same way, or you got to figure out how to pay them, or how do you get your bills associated with electronic payment. And it's just a lot of, man, I think to me, I think that's stressful to me.
Yeah, it's most definitely can be.
So, right on. So you have a short time left. Were you eligible for a skill bridge, or that idea couldn't really happen for you, or?
Yeah, so initially when I tried to join the skill bridge from over here in Korea, I guess they had just they were talking about changing the process, but because I had 4 months of transition leave, they were saying that I couldn't do it until I was 6 months from my retirement date, which would have just given me, like 2 months to
Oh,
do that.
wow. Okay.
And in those 2 months, those are the last 2 months I'm here on Peninsula, trying to set up all my arrangements to get out of here and clearing and all that good stuff. So it just didn't line up properly.
Okay. Right on. Well, I mean, it's unfortunate, but I know either way, you're gonna make good things happen and keep on going on with some good things. So awesome. But I know your last couple of months, probably the last 6 to 8 months, has been really busy, really hectic, probably taking a lot of notes on a lot of things. So what type of resources or people or organizations? I know we talked earlier about the Key, we talked earlier about LinkedIn Mill City. But is there any other ones you attended, or any other people you've connected with and talked with, or anything like that?
Yeah, so like I said, it's been pretty overwhelming. All the events and all the resources that are just poured into the community. But the most notable ones have been like people like Miss Hope White, Michael Quinn, Matt Quick, Keri Kittinger with USO Transitions out in Hawaii. My battle buddy, Deon Myers, who's also transitioning as well. Binal Patel, Lupe Villareal, she's been a tremendous help. Wendy DeCesare, I know I butchered that last name. And some other organizations like Hire Heroes, LinkedIn Mill City, The Key, V2I, DOL Coach, Hire Our Heroes, and Hire Military. And last but not least, Cyber and Security, Neal Bridges and Joel Bork and Brandon Krieger over there with that Twitch cybersecurity, training boot camp kind of thing they got set up has been a great resource.
Wow. You mentioned a
Yeah, I told
lot
you it
of,
was a lot.
no, but that's awesome. You mentioned a lot of really great rock stars. And those are
Yes.
all really great people. And man, maybe on 2 or 3 of those people, can you tell me a little bit about them, or how they may have helped you out with your transition?
So Keri Kittinger, she's kind of like been a coach for me. Um, you know, USO transitions, basically you go to them, you sign up, and they'll set you up with a coach that basically gets you in line. You just got to sit down and be honest with them, like tell them what your weaknesses are, what you need help with, which a lot of these organizations do. But that was one of the first ones that I came across, and she set me on the path for success, and has given me so many resources, and um, helped out with the resume prep and all that, and pointed me in the right direction. So I say USO Transitions has been a great resource.
Is that the same thing as USO Pathfinders, or is that something
Yeah,
different?
yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I think the branding. I've heard
Okay.
both names, but yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Right on. So yeah, I'm sure you probably had a lot of things going on, and a lot of things didn't always happen as planned. It didn't always happen as the way you wanted things to go. I know usually in a transition, not everything is smooth. There's always
Yeah,
some
you
of
just got.
those, there's always some of those things called, oh, by the way. Like, oh man, I didn't plan for oh, by the way. Oh no. So speaking of that, if you like to discuss, is there any stress you may have going on with your transition or any type of struggles you had a few months ago?
You know, just everything in general is kind of just overwhelming. This is new for a lot of for most of us. Um, Having been in the military, so long, or this might have been, the only job you've had. Like myself, I joined when I was 17. So, again, it's going to be overwhelming. You just got to sit down and focus and take it day by day and just write out, kind of plan out what you want to do and what you're trying to accomplish. Um, you know, and just go from there, just take it day by day.
Okay. Okay. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. And there's a lot of things going on and a lot of things getting thrown at you all at one time. And I know with me, it felt like, man, I need a notepad. Maybe I like a folded piece of paper and pull a pen out of my pocket right there and quickly take down some note
Yeah.
or something because you hear something like, wow, that sounds like a great idea. I need to write that one down because I'm probably going to forget about it. So I wrote a lot of notes for myself. Something else that helped me out was I forgot who it was, but I had someone tell me go ahead and create like almost like a checklist of things you need to do and things you want to get done, things you heard about, and then maybe leave a little room in the middle and put down at what month or what date you need to get this done by. And then that way you kind of keep yourself in line and as you hear about things at a 3 month mark, verify your DD 214. A 6 month mark, maybe you try to go and submit your VA claims. At your whatever month mark, you need to do this, this, and this. I know to me that was helpful just because so much stuff happens so quickly, everything going on. Um, and it's really a lot. And I think your transition is really what you put into it. If you put a lot of thought, effort, time, taking notes, and I think your transition is going to pay off really, really well. And you're going to be happy you took the time initially to take all these notes and such.
Yeah, that's a great point. And there is a tool out there too. I think one of the groups I forgot to mention, Act Now Education, Jay Salters. I think this is where I first saw it. It was a basically kind of like a calendar,
Okay.
a roadmap that starts like maybe 24 to 18 months out, but it has just about everything that you can kind of think of.
Oh, wow.
You can just check it off. Again, that's through Act Now. But
Act,
again,
Act
yeah,
Now,
Act Now
Jay
Education.
Salters, Binal, that whole team is phenomenal. They're
Yeah,
always putting
absolutely.
out great content. And I think a lot of it is usually free, isn't it? I mean, I don't think you got to pay for much of it, do you?
Yeah, no,
Or
I haven't.
anything, do you?
No, I haven't had to pay for anything.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. I haven't taken a lot of advantage of it. I see on posts, I comment on their posts. I keep telling myself I need to sign up for something. I haven't signed up for anything, but I will get there. I will get there. Hey, Jay Banal, I will get there. Okay. I will get there. Awesome. So I've asked a lot of questions. Do you have any questions for me?
yeah, I had a few, but just keep it to one. So, the question I have for you, Tom, is what is the one thing that you overlooked during your transition that you feel would have put you in a better position or made your transition smoother?
Wow. So I didn't prepare for this. I know you told me earlier, and I thought, well, that's a really great question. But I didn't prepare for an answer for that one. But just going off the top of my head, I think giving yourself more options, casting a wider net. So when I first started looking for jobs, I thought, you know what? I only want to stay in Augusta, Georgia. Only Augusta, Georgia. Well, there's only so many jobs in Augusta, Georgia, right? For cyber.
Yeah.
Sure, you got the school Army schoolhouse over there. You got some Intel Command over there. You have some other agencies over here. You have some other surrounding companies around that area that take in military clearances, right? So I thought, I'm like, man, this is what I'm gonna do. This is where I'm gonna stay. This area is awesome, and the area was great. It's very affordable, very economical. I loved it, right? But I just didn't care for the humidity. I needed a change. So, but something I didn't do was I had recruiters call me up. Hey, we got a position for you, maybe over at, let's say, DC, or over here in Norfolk, or over here in Jacksonville, or wherever, right? I'm like, hey, that sounds cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in a position over there. I'm only looking for this one area right here. And I said that in the beginning. I'm like, man, I really shot myself in the foot there. So then, of course, a month or two goes by and I'm not getting very many offers. I'm not getting a lot of interviews. I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. I got the horse blinders on and I must be blind because I did something wrong, right? So then I was like, you know what? I'm not sure it was a desperate thing, but I sat down and talked to the wife and I'm like, hey, yeah, so where else are you willing to go than here? I'm open a lot of places. I'm like, oh, really? So I didn't talk to my wife very much on what her thoughts were for where we can go next. If I would have done that, I probably would have gotten a lot better information initially. I just thought she wanted certain things, and I thought wrong on some of those things.
Definitely understandable.
So communication with family is very important, and if people out there have family, communicate with them. Lay out a bunch of options and ideas. I think during COVID, everyone realized the word remote work became really popular. All of a sudden, companies can hire people remotely. Maybe send them a laptop and RSA token so they can log in via secure VPN and then get some work done. But I didn't think about that because the word COVID wasn't evolved when I did my transition. It wasn't in a thought process of mine. So I didn't think about it. I thought I had to be working inside of a facility of a company. But then it's probably around my 1 to 2 month mark out. I was like, you know what, man, I'm applying for jobs everywhere. I probably applied with, and something I did wrong. Well, I'll tell you, get to that one in a minute. But so I applied with probably 10, 15 different companies. I typed in the word cyber, typed in the word IT, database management, IT analyst, whatever words around the same topic, right? Probably applied for 30, 40 jobs a day for about a month straight. I applied for jobs in Colorado, Arizona, Texas, Oklahoma. I mean, a lot of places. I applied for jobs in DC and everything, right? In fact, I even drove from Augusta, Georgia. I drove up to DC, stayed there for a night, did an interview that day, and drove right back down to Augusta, all for a job that could have been there, and they were expected to get a contract for that. Yep, they never got a contract. Wow. So here I am driving my 2004 F-250, getting about 11, 12 miles to the gallon, all the way up 95 north, come back down 95 south, all for something that wasn't even something concrete or set in stone. Yeah, I was pretty dumb. I wasted a lot of time and gas money for that. I got to see a good buddy of mine, Dawson, but other than that, yeah, I think I just wasted time out of my day and gas money. let alone anything else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
But you know, you never know. It could have panned out.
and that's the way that thought process was as well. You don't know until you try it. You don't know until you go out for an idea. You don't know what you're gonna get. So but then the other dumb thing I did was I use basically the same resume for almost every single job I applied to. I didn't tailor it to the job. I didn't read through the job announcement. I read the job announcement. I'm like, I could probably do that. Yeah, I get knowledge of that. Yeah, I can easily talk to that on an interview. Well, it doesn't matter if you don't get an interview. And if you don't have, even if you haven't developed a relationship with a recruiter, that doesn't help you either then. Because how the recruiter going to know who you are to get you into an interview? So you talk to the hiring manager. So these are probably some pretty good lessons learned that I learned for myself. So sometimes when you go apply for another job, you know I'm definitely going to make some connection with a recruiter.
Yeah.
So you try to get in, and I'm a firm believer in it's a lot. It has to do with who you know and who they know who can help you. So probably talked a little long on that answer there. So sorry about that. But I mean, this is how it happened to me and what I did and a few of the things that I learned along the process. So with all that being said, and we've already been connected, we talked a few times. Is there anything I can do to help you with your transition?
No, actually, I think you're helping enough, you know, just reaching out and networking, you know, kind of providing that mentorship. So I appreciate the opportunity to come on this channel and, you know, talk about transition and just have this conversation.
Well, I think you keep going to all the key and the LinkedIn Mill City events. I think you're going to know half of San Antonio before you even move there. So I think everybody on those events is from San Antonio. I was like, man, I'm like the outsider guy living in Denver. I don't know about this. I feel kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah, no, they got a great team, and they got you know, that those events are, you know, pretty well organized.
I enjoy those events. You got RT, you got Quincy, you got Chuck, you got Lupe in there. You have a whole slew of awesome people. Jokie's in there, and this guy, if you want to talk to a recruiter, just pours out heart and passion talking to you. That's Jokie. I met a lot of recruiters, but just talking to him, it feels like I'm family with him. And I talked to him for about 5 minutes. It feels like I'm part of family. So he's retired Air Force. He's a recruiter for Lockheed. So very, very awesome person. So
yeah, I remember seeing his name in there. I can't remember if we connected already.
You need to make sure you connect with him.
Yeah,
and then
definitely reach out.
Ask him, when is a good time to hit you up on Zoom? I live in Korea. I feel about 99% confident within a few days you will be talking with him, just because he's awesome like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking some notes here. So
right on.
Yeah,
well,
definitely.
Hey, Rafael, thanks for having time in your evening there. Really appreciate you being on this YouTube channel, and we're able to share this up on LinkedIn and get your name out there, and let's see what we can do to network like crazy and get your name out there. Get your name out there so everybody knows who you are.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, Tom. Have a great weekend.
All right, you have a good one.
All right.